Magandang hapon sa inyong umaga at maraming salamat sa inyong partisipasyon ngayong araw na to sa pag-attend ng Odoo Roadshow Philippines. Ang pangalan ko ay Gio Delisay at ako ay Business Advisor sa Odoo Hong Kong at kasama ko si
Bernardo Estrada, isa ring Business Advisor dito sa Hong Kong.
Maraming salamat lahat sa inyong pagsali sa aming araw na ito at sa pagtuklas sa Odoo, sa bagong version ng Odoo, which is Odoo14. Marami kayong matututunan actually ngayong araw na ito dahil maraming features ang version na ito na magiging beneficial sa inyong business.
Kung nanonood kayo ng stream na yun in Odoo, congratulations. Ikaw ang nakaka-experience ng one of the bagong features ng Odoo Events app. Pwede rin tayo mag-interact sa chat box sa kabila. Saka pwede rin tayo join ng other talks kung gusto niyo. Mamaya, pwede tayo mag-usap face-to-face sa live chat room. Maghintay lang laman para makita niyo more about Odoo. Kung nanood kayo na yon sa YouTube, huwag maalala, pwede tayong mag-usap, tayong sumali sa amin by clicking the link below sa distribution box. Habang ng presentation, please feel free to leave yung mga questions niyo sa chat box and habang ng stream natin. At saka pwede rin tayo mag-discuss in the Q&A session pangtapos ng presentation.
Okay. So now, let's start with sa introduction muna ng aming kumpanya.
Okay. So, for the agenda na yon, introduce lang namin ang what Odoo is, and then yung strategiya namin, and then introducing Odoo14 with a database, and then later on, mag-usap tayo in terms of sa implementation methodology ng Odoo. So, after that, you can also join us later sa live chat room. So, sino yung Odoo? Actually, yung Odoo na umpisa siya 2005 with Fabian Pinekers with our CEO. Yung main target lang talaga namin in terms of sa businesses ay yung mga small or mid-size na businesses. And also in terms of sa functionalities, we have all the features that are actually needed as a business ninyo. From the beginning stage until mature stage ng kampanya. So, marami kaming offices around the world na yon. In terms of US, meron kami sa San Francisco, Buffalo, New York, saka Mexico City rin for the South American region. And then meron tayo sa Europe, Brussels, which is the main base in terms of sa Odoo. And then for other markets, Dubai, India, Hong Kong, which is also overseeing Pilipinas as a region. So ngayon, we have over 1,100 employees. So we've been growing consistently over the years, and we have over 6.6 happy users ngayon sa Odoo. So makikita ninyo dito, Odoo is very flexible as a system. So very adaptable siya in terms of sa requirements ng negosyo ninyo or organization ninyo. So Odoo is quite adaptable in terms of what is needed sa negosyo ninyo right now. So as mentioned before, very adaptable siya and also grows with you. So in terms of functionalities, andyan ang lahat sa Odoo actually. That's one of the strengths of Odoo kasi we have many apps that actually can cover your needs. So in terms of sa Odoo, we're kind of customer-centric as a system. Kasi in terms of sa other providers, medyo accounting system lang talaga sila. So we're kind of yung uniqueness namin is medyo integrated kami. So marami kaming apps and all of them seamlessly talk with each other. Saka intuitive rin in terms of easy to learn as a system, saka scalable rin from beginning of the company hanggang maging mature siya. So na yun, medyo yung problema na yun nowadays in terms of sa software, medyo single purpose lang talaga sila. So in terms of sa software, medyo they're only good for one thing, but they don't actually look at the whole big picture from the beginning until the very mature stage of the company. So medyo na yun, yung problema na yun, medyo in terms of sa UI, kailangan natin malaman yung in terms of learning each applications, and also medyo mahal rin in terms of learning each application rin. So medyo iba rin yung price point, so medyo mas mahalan kayo in terms of sa software. So what Odoo offers is that all-in-one solution kami, which is more focused on the long term rather than the short term of the company needs. So yung strategiya na natin na yon will be introduced by Gio.
Okay. So, ano bang strategiya namin dito sa Odoo at paano kami naiiba sa aming mga sa ibang mga ERP software na nag-exist ngayon sa market? So, if you're familiar, for sure, marami kayong alam na mga big, well-established softwares like SAP, Microsoft, NetSuite, Oracle. And you know na yung branding talaga na is already solidified because they've been the pioneers within the ERP industry. In that sense, they were able to scope various industries na. Although, Odoo is still growing a lot as a company. So medyo, in terms of branding, hindi pa siya as well established as those big companies. But it doesn't it actually mas nanglalamang naman siya in terms of other aspects, such as even if it's not as well established, marami siyang features, so we always actually improve the system from time to time. So ngayon marami kaming nilabas na bagong features sa iba't ibang modules na meron si Odoo, at marami din kaming every year kunyari nagkakaroon ng mga bagong applications that will be relevant to your business. In terms of technical quality, Odoo is very flexible, so marami kang options to actually basically customize Odoo. So we have a lot of services in terms of technical aspects of the software. Pricing, I think ito yung pinaka-strength ni Odoo kasi kahit na natatapatan niya yung functionalities and features ng mas mga malalaking kumpanya, yung pricing ni Odoo is just basically not even a fraction of the cost of these companies. So before, parang pangarap lang na magkaroon ng ERP, pero now with Odoo, highly accessible na siya to small to medium-sized enterprises. And in terms of also improving the system, we always have a goal in mind to maintain the user intuitiveness or the UX friendliness of the system para mas madali siyang magamit sa inyong kumpanya. So how different is our strategy? So we actually transform various businesses, according to our CEO, by creating a software for people. Kasi dati, yung software usually is is just basically reserved para lang dun sa mga manager or mga executives na nagmamanage ng mga tao. Pero ang goal ni Odoo is dapat lahat nakakaalam paano gamitin yung software. So kung lahat ng tao nakakapag-participate sa paggamit ng ERP at mas madali nila ito maintindihan, di mas efficient yung business. So we are not only better, according to our CEO, we are actually different. So that's how we differentiate ourselves from the market. So as mentioned earlier, we have powerful features. Odoo is ina-upgrade siya regularly, basically, ng company. Intelligent yung UX design niya, madali maintindihan. So madali makapag-adapt yung mga employees. And yung product value niya is mataas based on the sa affordability ng software. Equals happy users and community. So, Odoo14. Intuitive design is what you get. For ease of use is what you deserve. So, in our demo today, what we will show you is basically, yung scenario niya is, di ba uso na ngayon yung mga nagbebenta ng mga distribute na mga medical supplies kasi medyo malala na yung COVID sa Philippines. So we set up a business scenario wherein you are a medical supplies trading company just launched this year to distribute it to retailers or traders within the country. Pero bago ka pa lang, you're starting from scratch. Wala ka pang web presence. Wala ka ring nagmamanage ng mga business-to-business clients mo. So basically, kailangan mo ng system na mamamanage mo lahat ng activities mo na siniset mo sa bawat kliyente. Tapos, lahat manual. Lahat piniprocess mo manually, paperwork, black and white. Usually, wala ka pang computerized system for it. Tapos may iba ka pang system na ginagamit for pag nag-acquire ka ng stocks. Tapos pag nag-generate ka ng monthly reports, pwedeng ginagamit mo lang Excel. So basically, disintegrated lahat. Tapos mano-mano. So now let's jump to the demo. Okay? So once na mag-start ka ng Odoo mo, pag nagpunta ka sa website, you can easily create your database. Pupunta ka dun sa try it for free na section ng website. Tapos, pipiliin mo lang yung mga modules na kailangan mo for your business. Tapos, dito sa aspect ng demo, pinili ko yung mga pwede nating magamit for the business. So, one of the most important, kasi wala kang web presence, so website. So, you have here the website module. Kailangan din natin ng CRM, Customer Relationship Management Tool, para ma-manage natin lahat ng mga inquiries or opportunities na mapapasok sa business, and we can set activities with them like mga meeting, pagtawag sa kanila, set ng mga to-do list basically. Tapos from there, we have the sales para makapag-create tayo ng quotation. Kung B2B yung business to business transaction, we can easily customize automated quotations for them. We can transact and we can close deals much faster. So once na nag-confirm yung sales order, meron din tayong accounting and invoice to actually invoice a client, and basically when we generate the invoice, papasok siya sa ating financial reports. Meron din tayong purchase para sa mga products na makukuha natin. Pwede natin siyang i-automate in terms of sending request for quotations and creating purchase orders sa mga suppliers ng business natin. And meron din tayong inventory management. So we have our virtual warehouse. So yung virtual na warehouse mo, dun mo malalaman kung ilan pa yung stock mo, mamamanage mo yung products mo, kung ano yung setup niya sa business, kung made to order ba yun, kailan mo siya i-replenish. So marami ka basically magagawa with Odoo, and everything you're sure na magkakonektado lahat basically. So you can see here, once you have all the modules, parang ano lang siya, parang smartphone lang, you have all the apps that you need. Tapos dito, message, you have an internal messaging tool. So from here, pwede kang mag-message sa mga kasama. So yan, si Bernardo, office mate ko siya, pwede ko lang siyang kausapin dito. Sasabihin ko lang sa kanya, hello. So basically, pwede kayong mag-usap dito, hindi nyo na kailangan lumabas sa Odoo tuwing meron kayong internal communication within the company. Dito naman, pag may mga activity ka na sinet sa bawat module ng Odoo, pwede mo makita kung ano yung kailan mo gawin sa araw na to para hindi ka malilito kung may mga task ka na late or kailan mo gawin in the future or meron kang kailangan gawin ngayong araw na to. Basically. So, ito yun. Pag pumunta ka dito sa discuss, connected siya dito sa chat sa internal messaging. Calendar naman, connected siya sa calendar mo. Pwede mo siya i-sync sa Google Calendar, for example. Tapos, pwede ka mag-set ng time para rin siyang Google Calendar, basically. So, may kita mo dito, pwede ka mag-set up ng meeting with, kaya one of our client would be WHO, for example. World Health Organization. Kaya kailangan nila ng masks for distribution. Tapos you can set it up. You can save it. Tapos pwede ka maglagay ng reminder 1 hour before. Tapos save. Tapos from here, pwede mo siyang i-sync with your Google Calendar or okay. So when I go back here, ito naman yung contacts. So yung contacts, dito mo minamanage basically lahat ng contacts mo within the business, your internal and external stakeholders. So may mga suppliers ka, pwede mo ditong i-filter kung supplier ba siya, kung company ba siya or individual. So marami kang ways to actually filter it here. Meron ka rin group by, kung i-group mo ba siya by country or by company, etc. So makikita mo dito, ito yung mga contacts ko, for example. And then now, I can actually show you the first ever module that we can discuss. So for these first 3 apps, yung unang tatlo na to, foundational apps to ni Odoo, so hindi siya sinusubscribe. So basically kasama na siya sa database mo. You can just install it easily for free. Tapos, if you go to the website module, dito mo pwedeng i-create yung website mo for your business. Tapos, meron kang, kumbaga, statistics based on the performance of your website. Tapos, if I go directly to the website, I can actually create it easily with Odoo by drag and drop. So, makikita mo dito, maraming features sa Odoo. Actually, sobrang in-improve ni Odoo yung website for Odoo14. Makikita nyo na mas marami kang option to actually beautify your website without the need for development. And actually, it's very easy. So, if I add columns here, for example, you can add a picture, diba? Tapos from here, you can even change the style. You have the background, content, like you have many ways to actually customize your own website. Tapos you have your link, kunyari you wanna link it to your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. So let's save it. So if you want to learn more about the website, kasi ang focus namin ngayon ni Bernardo is the flow basically of the business. If you want to actually specifically learn this aspect ng Odoo, pwede natin siya pag-usapan in more detail by sending us an email, which we will give it to you later on. So right now, for simplicity, ang nilagay namin is, kunyari, CVD Health Supplies, yung company natin, and this is your trusted company for quality medical supplies, and you can actually contact us if you want to have an inquiry regarding distribution, or you can shop here directly. So, pwede ka magkaroon din ng e-commerce, pwede mong ilagay dito yung products mo na basically nakastock sa inventory mo. So, pag pumasok ka dito sa hand sanitizer, for example, makikita mo kagad ng kliyente mo kung out of stock na yung sanitizer or meron pang laman yung yung inventory. So, if I go back, or for simplicity, I will create a transaction or inquiry. So, gagawa ko ng lead from the website. So, for example, John Gonzalez. For example, let's just put maybe the number niya. Email is John natin. Lang tayo. Ngarit. Organization, Philippines. Masks and sanitizers. So, I will order, say, 100 boxes of face masks, 100 pieces of sanitizers. Kunyari. So, anong mangyari pag sinubmit to ni John? Pag nag-inquire siya. So, ang mangyari niyan, paano siya papasok sa back-end ni Odoo? So, if I go back to the back end of Odoo, so yun yung perspective ni John. Nag-sign up siya sa contact form ng website mo. And if I go to my CRM and I will go to my leads, for example, yan. So, makikita mo dyan, yung leads mo, opportunity, bulk order of masks and sanitizer from John Gonzalez. Sabihin natin galing siya from WHO, tapos yung number niya. Pag pinindot mo to, makikita mo dito yung inquiry niya. So, hindi lahat ng leads basically nagiging opportunity. So, pwede mong piliin yung mga leads na worth it to convert to opportunity para pwede mo silang tawagan. So, let's see.
Especially kung may spam.
Oo. Okay. So, from here, I can click on it and then save. And then, Okay, wait lang. Yeah, so ito, leads. And if I click here, I can generate. Okay, wait. Okay. Yan. So, pag clinic ko na siya, makikita mo dito, convert to opportunity or enrich. So, yung enrich, merong way si Odoo para ma-enrich yung inquiry based on sa email ng tao. So, for example, if makikita mo dito, yung email ng client is from a certain company. Pag clinic ko yung enrich, automatically, malalaman ni Odoo na galing siya sa isang kumpanya, tapos i-connect niya na yung information from that specific company. So, siya na yung nag-populate sa'yo, lead enriched based on the email address. So, binigyan ka niya ng background information ng company, tapos binigyan ka niya ng address, etc. So, it's up to you na to edit it, but Odoo is smart enough to actually do it for you. Tapos from here, alam ko na credible tong lead na to, pwede ko siya i-convert to opportunity. So once na i-convert ko siya to opportunity, I can create a new customer or I can convert it if there's an existing opportunity that is already there. Tapos, sabihin natin, create new customer. Okay. Okay? So once nag-create ka ng opportunity, automatically, papasok na siya sa CRM mo, sa Customer Relationship Management. So from here, may kita mo yung back-end nung opportunity, may meeting, pwede ka mag-set ng meeting, pwede ka mag-send ng quotation. So pag send ka ng quotation dito, automatically, mapupunta yun sa sales module. Tapos may kita mo rin kung ilang beses niya view yung page. So kunyari, nagpunta siya sa website ng maraming beses, 12 times, alam mo na interested talaga siya sa product mo. So may kita mo dito, priority, so pwede natin ilagay 3 stars. Tapos, pwede kong gawin yung quotation ko automatically dito. Tapos, may kita mo rin yung stages. So, yung stages niya dito is, pwede mo siya i-customize basically kung paano mo ginagawa yung pipeline mo. So, sabihin natin, gawa natin siya ng quotation. So, automatically, pinopulate na rin ni Odoo yung client na ito yung nag-inquire. So, you can actually send the quotation directly to the client. Kasi ang in-order niya is, sabihin natin, face masks. Kailangan niya ng, so box of 50, sabi niya, 100 boxes. Tapos, yung sanitizers, ipapopulate na rin ni Odoo for you yun. Mamaya, i-explain ni Bernardo kung paano natin mako-configure o maayos yung product sa inventory in such a way na iso-source out na lang siya ng system pagka ino-order mo siya. Pag may nag-order sa'yo, basically. So, 100. So, makikita mo dito, automatically, makikita mo dito na meron si Odoo way na malaman kung meron ka pang stock. So, malaman ka agad ng sales people mo kung meron kang stock sa system. So, hindi lang available stocks ang nire-recognize ni Odoo, pati rin yung forecasted stock mo. So, nakalagay dito 0, so wala kang stock sa warehouse mo. Tapos, forecast mo rin in the coming days ay 0 din. So, you can have your own price list, ano yung payment terms. Kunyari, sinet natin, immediate payment, expiration ng contract. Kunyari, it's in the end of November, save. Tapos, pwede mo siya isend directly to the client. So, dito, pwede ka maglagay ng activity sa quotation, pwede ka mag-send ng message, etc. So, I can send an email. Tapos, automatically din, pwede nang i-create ni Odoo for you yung PDF. So, meron ka ng automatically created quotation, isi-send mo na lang sa kanya. Tapos, so now just, I will send it now for illustration. So, you will see here how it looks like pag sinend ko. So, automatically, marirecord siya sa back-end. Lalabas dito yung, yung in-email mo. Tapos, pag pumunta ako sa email ko,
Shift mo.
okay? So, pasok ako sa email. So, automatically, pag pumunta ako sa email, okay, so ito kunyari yung email ng client. Hindi. Actually, let me just go back again. So, actually, let me just go here to the client, to the customer. So, magagawa ko ng sample email para makikita nyo kung paano ko siya ma-receive based doon sa email ko. So, sabihin natin, isasend ko siya sa akin dummy email account. Yeah. So, let me send the email again. Okay, sent. So, if I go to my email, automatically, may kita ng client mo, ito yung quotation. So, may kita niya, hello, this is your quotation with reference for bulk order of masks and sanitizers amounting in this amount. So, the full amount plus VAT, for example, if you set the accounting 12% VAT, for example, is ready for your review. So, you can accept and sign the quotation. Or, they can look into the PDF as well for more information. So, yan, nakaset up. So, if I go here, ito yung customer portal. So, ito yung sinasabi ko na mas madali ka makakapag-process ng business transaction mo kasi hindi ka na magpapalitan ng mga papel. Kung manual yung transaction, automatically with Odoo, pwede kayo magkaroon ng real-time interaction with your client. Andito na kagad yung address, pangalan ng client, kung ano yung sinet mo na taxes, tapos ilan yung in-order, automatically yung payment terms, immediate payment. So, they can actually negotiate or they can actually approve from here. So, the client can type here what, so Bernardo, kunyari si Bernardo yung client, pwede niya i-type dito kung ano yung gusto niyang negotiation or kung a-approve niya to. So, sabihin natin, i-approve niya yung quotation, I can accept and sign. They can do electronic signature, which is pretty legal already in the Philippines. It's accepted, widely accepted. They can auto-load their signature as well. Or if they have like a file, they can attach it here. So, sabihin natin, let's just draw the signature, accept and sign. And then you can set it up at the back end kung pag nag-sign na ba, automatically magkakaroon ng sales order or kailangan pa ng payment bago magkaroon ng sales order. So may kita mo dito in preparation na yung order nila. So meron silang status tracking as well from the customer portal kung ano na yung nangyayari sa in-order nila. So if I go back to the back end of Odoo at na-refresh ko siya, anong mangyayari sa back-end? So, for the people managing this client, may kita mo kagad yung traceability ng transactions. So, ito, sinend mo yung email, tapos sinign siya ng client. Tapos, may kita mo din dito, kinonfirm siya kagad ng system kasi nakaset up siya to sales order once signature is basically acquired. And then, magkakaroon ka na ng delivery. Tapos, you can create the invoice. Should I create the invoice? So, sabihin natin, I can create the invoice automatically or I can do delivery here. So, magkakaroon ng task on your warehouse kung ano yung magiging process kasi in preparation na siya sa warehouse dahil naging sales order na siya.
Pero wala pa tayong stock eh.
Pero wala pa tayong stock. So, ipapakita ni Bernardo paano natin ma-acquire yung stock for the business. And paano niya ma-deliver. Paano natin siya mapaprocess and paano siya mag-generate ng financial report on our accounting side. Okay?
Thank you, Gio. So, na yun, nakikita natin na zero lang pa lang yung stock natin. So, kailangan natin actually mag-order first in terms of like sa goods sa inventory side. So, punta tayo sa inventory application muna dito. Ang pampasok natin dito, makikita natin operations. So, yan, may bagong features actually sa V14. So, yan ang bagong feature namin, yung replenishment. So, kunyari may kulang tayong stock sa system, nakikita natin na yun, negative 100 yung forecast. So, pwede rin tayong mag-create ng purchase order out of this in the replenishment. So, order natin once, order ulit. So, mako-combine rin siya in terms of like the purchase order. So, pindutin na natin easily dito. So, maglo-load na siya in terms of like sa PO. So, makikita natin may PO na na-generated out of the replenishment. So, from here, pwede na natin i-confirm in terms of like yung items i-receive. Kunyari, may situation tayo na, yung mga suppliers natin, medyo delay sila sa deliveries, hindi naman nagsasabi, hindi nagsasabi in terms of like sa, okay, madidelay kami, meron kaming functionalities ganito na actually available na yun in terms of like sa V14. So, out of this, pwede rin tayo mag-confirm, send lang tayo ng email. So, ito yung masisend ng reminder muna in terms of like, just in case meron tayong delay of the goods. So, from here, refresh lang natin. Let's see.
Ito ako yung email.
Yes.
Papakita lang namin yung email na mapupunta siya sa supplier side. Anong mangyayari pag na-receive nila yung sample reminder kung masusupply ba nila yung items within a specific day. Ganito ang supplier side naman. Basically, parang parehas lang siya sa sales. Pero meron silang flexibility. To let you know. Okay. So, yeah. So, sample is ganito. Okay. So,
So, in the situation na okay, approve na yung purchase order, so pwede natin isend yung reminder dito. So, pwede ito makasend ng reminder, pwede natin i-confirm, yes, or kung kunyari hindi sila makamake it on time, pwede rin ng supplier natin i-update yung time. So, punta natin sa link, i-specify lang natin yung oras dito, and then kunyari, i-deliver natin by 20 na lang, may delay tayo in terms of like sa delivery. So, pwede natin update yung date of the delivery sa inventory module natin. So, balik mo na, refresh ulit. Function 11.
Wait. Iba ka na. Ito. Okay. No. So, sabihin natin, pwede na i-update ng supplier kung kailan nila madedeliver. Pero for simplicity purposes, let's just assume na
yes, yung
madedeliver siya on time. So, let's just so ganito rin siya basically. Pag pinakita mo pwede mo i-customize yung quotation form mo, pwede mo rin i-customize yung request for yung invoices mo, yung with Odoo. It's easy to customize it with Odoo. So ito, very simple lang siya. Pwede mo baguhin yung font, pwede mo lagay yung company logo mo, for example.
So,
okay, so let's
confirm lang natin yes. So, balik na lang tayo sa PO. So, na-confirm yes, notify sa system, actually sa back-end, na okay, meron na tayong na-confirm na on-time deliveries of the item. So, out of this, i-refresh lang natin sandali. So, andyan yung PO. Confirm lang. So, anyways, from here, pang-confirm ng order, mapupunta yung trailage na okay, na-confirm na yung PO. And then later that, receive na lang natin yung item in terms of like sa inventory natin. So, receive natin. So, interconnected yung Odoo actually. So, from the purchase app, pupunta na tayo in terms of like sa inventory application. So, all the incoming materials na kailangan natin ibenta, pwede natin i-validate rin in terms of like receiving the goods into the warehouse. So, let's try that. I-specify muna natin yung lot number. And then 100 units. And then next natin i-specify rin yung lot number for the next batch of hand sanitizers.
So usually, kung gusto mo talaga ng full traceability with Odoo, it's very helpful to input lots or serial numbers din sa mga batches of orders mo para kung merong mga product defects or may mga refunds, refund claims, it's easy for you to do a trace back kung sang batch sila ibabalik, sang lot yung may mga problema, etc.
So, i-validate na natin. So, what this essentially entails is that meron na tayong goods that comes into the warehouse. So, meron rin tayong traceability report. Makikita yung trailage, ano nangyari in relation to this stock na receive natin sa supplier. So, meron na tayong actually 100 units of goods na pwede natin i-deliver to our customer. So, pupunta tayo sa inventory ulit. And then, meron na tayong one item to process. Yun ang di-deliver natin to our customer. So, out of this, may generated na documentation na rin for John Gonzalez to actually receive the goods. So, out of this, pwede natin i-validate ulit for all those goods. And then, ma-automatically assign na rin yung lot number that is remaining in the system. So, i-apply natin, na-receive na rin yung specific inventory ng customer natin. So, out of this, meron na tayo, deliver na natin yung goods to the customer. Ipopost na lang natin yung invoice to the accounting system. So, lilipat na tayo from the accounting side. Unahin muna natin yung sales dito.
Yeah.
So, from the sales dito, meron tayong sales ulit. And then, we can just create an invoice easily na approve ng accountant actually. So, yung accountant, i-create lang natin invoice. Tapos yung accountant ang bahala in terms of like approving the draft invoice. So, kunyari tama yung detalye dito, i-confirm lang natin. So, out of this, mag-generate siya ng automatic invoicing and andyan ang detalye as well as yung invoice date in relation to the order natin. So, meron na tayong 100 units dito, 138,000 pesos actually ang amount due. So, easily, pwede na natin i-pay in relation to this. So, out of this, remaining outstanding muna and then punta na tayo sa accounting side. So, from the accounting side, makikita dito, meron tayong 2 unpaid invoices na in-approve natin kanina and meron rin tayong 1 bills to pay in relation to the vendor bills. So, in relation to this, may bagong features na kami in terms of like sa accounting side. So, out of the Philippine banks, meron kaming configuration in terms of like sa suspense account. So, kunyari meron tayong unrecognized deposits or payments, automatically pupunta siya sa suspense account and then makikita rin siya sa balance sheet. So, hindi na kailangan natin i-manually input in relation to accountants. Makikita yung mga balances in relation to the incoming goods, incoming payments, and receipts. So, from the balance sheet, sa umpisa, meron tayong current assets na andito. So, meron tayong bank suspense account, actually 137,000 pesos na hindi pa natin na-recognize. So, i-reconcile muna natin to from the bank account. So, i-reconcile lang natin easily. So, andyan ang receipt natin. So, meron tayong invoice, 138,000 and receipt natin, 137,000. Normally, mention, bank charge kina-cover rin. So, ano natin muna dito, i-reconcile dito, and then specify rin, 37,000. And then, tagdag, enter natin. And then, after that, i-specify lang natin buong amount, actually. So, 138. So, meron na tayong 1,000 open balance. So, ito yung, in the situation, bank charge in relation to the transfer. So, validate natin, tapos i-validate natin, and voila. So, andyan na yung 1 minute. So, the trace into relation to reconciliation sa bank natin. So, out of this, pupunta na tayo sa mga reporting. So, out of this, refresh lang natin, and go back at the balance sheet. So, out of the balance sheet, wala na tayong suspense account. So, automatically, actually, mapupunta sa bank account yung balances from the balance sheet. So, out of this, meron na tayong mga generic reports na pwede natin ibigay sa auditors natin for the profit and loss. Andyan na rin available sa Odoo. And madali lang siya i-drill down ang makikita in terms of like sa related sales, in relation to the profit and loss. So very interconnected siya. So it's actually interconnected with the general ledger, and there's a lot of like integrations sa system dito. So out of the reports, andyan rin yung age receivables. Kunyari may utang ng mga ibang kliyente, pwede rin natin makita yung mga utang in relation to our customers. So andyan rin, and easily drill down. So out of this, medyo malaki yung scope in terms of like accounting. So kung gusto niyo more details into the accounting system, you can always email us later on at the end of the presentation, or any questions you would want to see. So now let's actually move towards the Odoo way, yung implementation methodology. So punta na tayo sa Roadshow. What is the Odoo way dito? So what is the Odoo way? So from the implementation sides, Odoo can be done by our partners and as well as ourselves. So ano yung mga target namin? Like I mentioned before, small or mid-sized businesses, but we can also accommodate like large companies with specific needs. So lahat lang talaga based on your requirements. So in terms of like sa hosting, we do have like the cloud solution, which can be done as well. And meron rin tayong platform as a service, which is more advanced cloud platform where you can actually add integration, or even magdagdag ng coding and development. So we actually do it in Python coding for Odoo as a platform. And other options as well, on-premise, kung may sarili na kayong servers. So si Gio na mag-introduce in terms of like sa quick start methodology natin.
Okay. So, in terms of the implementation, let's say you get onboarded with us, you start to decide na Odoo is right fit for you, for your business. What is our implementation methodology? We want to keep it as the solution as standard as possible. So if we can actually address your business using the default features, we will do that. So we will recommend to you the best possible solutions that we can provide, and then we resort to other things even as we gradually move forward with the project. So meron din, kung hindi enough yung default features, meron configuration. So pag configuration, yung mga advanced functionalities ni Odoo, present na siya sa system, hindi lang siya naka-activate. So you just need to go to settings, we activate those, kunyari multi-warehouse, costing method, yung mga ganon, yung mga landed costs, etc. Pag barcoding, for example. Tapos, pag hindi pa rin siya enough, meron ding customization si Odoo. We have Odoo Studio customization toolbox to actually create more customizations without the need for heavy development. So, parang drag and drop lang siya. Meron kang, you can create advanced automations with Odoo. For example, you wanna create approvals on different buttons within Odoo, pwede yun. So maybe 2 managers can approve a confirmation of a sales order, for example. Tapos, in that way, we will be able to deliver Odoo as fast as possible kasi straightforward na namin na mini-meet yung needs mo. And at the same time, we're able to provide affordable implementations. So as much as we will exhaust all the means that we can provide you, and then we will resort to development if it's really the needed. So parang plan Z na siya with Odoo. So in that way, we will simplify your business processes. So win-win situation siya, mas mabilis namin may implement yung system, and at the same time for your business, mas maging efficient yung business transactions nyo. So mas matatapos nyo agad lahat ng mga kailangan nyo gawin. You can close deals faster, so you can get your ROI much faster, which is better for your business in general. Because in that way also, it reduces technical debt. So usually, mas naging complex yung business, mas maraming ginagawang development, mas nagkakaroon ng maintenance, specific coding for your specific database, mas magiging complicated basically yung process. Magkakaroon din kayo ng maintenance on the lines of code that was done specifically if merong development na ginawa. So Odoo is full of workarounds. So whenever we implement, we resort to different workarounds that is possible to actually attend the specific need. So may iba kasi iniisip nila, okay, ganito to ginawa dati, kailangan talaga siya ng development. Pero with Odoo, with maybe a splash of activity, we're able to actually provide you workarounds without coding. So we only develop for good reason. So pag kailangan talaga, we wouldn't hesitate to do development for you. So ngayon, maraming salamat ulit sa inyong pag-participate sa aming Roadshow Philippines for Odoo14. Ito, tapos na yung aming presentation, pero sa susunod, magkakaroon tayo ng Q&A session. So kung may mga tanong kayo regarding sa mga bagong features ni Odoo14, pwede po kayo mag-iwan ng mga questions sa chat box. Saka titingnan din namin yon in 1 minute. Tapos kung gusto niyo makipag-chat sa amin sa live video chat, maghintay lang kayo ng saglit and we will give you instructions to actually join our live chat room pagkatapos ng Q&A session. So yeah, see you in a minute.
All right, and welcome back. So now it's time for our QA session. Let's see what we have in the chat box. So we'll answer a few of them here, and then we'll go over to our actual chat window later. So for our first question, are all of your features here available in the community version, and are we also endorsing the enterprise version? For this one, really, there are going to be differences between the enterprise version and also the community versions. So we do have a documentation about that ready as well, but what we actually showed you today was all going to be in the enterprise version of Odoo.
Yeah, so for other modules like say website, ini-improve din ni Odoo yung community version every year, just like the enterprise. It's just that there are certain features in enterprise that are better, I guess, than community. So that's why it's a paid subscription after all. But yeah, so in community, they, like for example, one difference would be full accounting. So you saw Bernardo's demonstration, merong bagong features like the suspense accounts. So full accounting is only available in enterprise.
We do have another question from Mr. Ken Chua. His question is, are there plans for the BAR approval of Odoo as CAS? That's actually something that we've gotten a lot of recently. So this is something we're looking into. Right now, it's not something that is readily available, but it's something that we're looking at now because it is something that is needed, especially dun sa Philippine market. If you have any more questions, at least for now. Yes, sorry, I just saw Celeste's comment as well. So if you have any more questions, you can direct that over to our chat window. We do have a live chat window that will be linked in the description or in the comments box here as well.
Localization. Yeah, actually, we have specific projects right now that need some localization. So we have consultants who are trying to work on it as of the moment. Although, yeah, just to be pretty straightforward about your question, it's actually Odoo Direct does not have ready localization. Kaya we have certain partners in the Philippines, like mga official partners ni Odoo who can try to extend the system further for Philippine market, and they can help us get approval with the BIR.
So that's something we can definitely discuss further later on in our live chat as well and in the chat room. So feel free to go into the links later on and we can discuss from there. So if you do also want another one-on-one demo, we can have, we have the button on the upper left-hand corner. So you can schedule your meeting there with me, Gio, and also Bernardo. If you have any specific questions for the Philippine localizations or about your workflow, we'll be happy to help you grow your business with Odoo.
Yeah. If you have any specific questions regarding any of the specific modules to deep dive into a specific topic that we discussed, feel free to email us personally. So my personal email is gda@odoo.com.
Yes, and mine is PAI or Papa Alpha India at odoo.com.
And Bernie is BEE@odoo.com. So GDA. Yeah.
Alright, so maraming salamat sa inyong panonood ngayon ng ating live demonstration. So, ang ating susunod na video ay tungkol naman sa ating partnership program. So, kung gusto nyo maging partner, like an Odoo partner, and help us really grow the Odoo community, para sa inyo ang video na to. So, bukas meron din tayong mga videos para sa ating mga partners. Meron tayong mga partners na actually mag-share ng kanilang mga success stories on how they've actually, digitized businesses in the Philippines. So, make sure that you check the dates and the times. You can bookmark those links as well so that you can go ahead and watch them and make sure that you have your questions ready because we'll have all of those people ready for your questions during those sessions. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Mabuhay, everyone, and welcome back to Odoo Roadshow Philippines. My name is Daryl Rivera, Partnership Consultant at Odoo Hong Kong. I'm going to introduce to you our partnership program. If you are interested in being part of our community and provide professional services for your clients with Odoo, this talk is perfect for you. Before I start the presentation, I would like to invite all of you who are now watching this stream on YouTube to Odoo so that you can have the best experience of our new Odoo event app features by clicking the link in the description box down below. We can interact in the chat box on the left, and you can check out the other talks that you are interested in. Later on, we can even talk face-to-face in the live chat room. During the presentation, feel free to leave your questions in the chat box next to the stream, and we will discuss it after the presentation. So yeah, welcome to the partnership program. So on today's agenda, we will be discussing who we are, our Odoo value proposition, the business model, your business opportunities as partners, and how to become a partner. So let's begin. So who are we? Yeah, well, here in Odoo, we do have a global presence with our headquarters being in Belgium. We also have presence in the US, in Dubai, in India, and I'm in the Hong Kong office where we take care of the Asia Pacific market. Even at the end of 2019, early 2020, we even opened up our office in Mexico. This is our CEO, Fabian Pinkers. So as a company, our mission is to help other companies grow by providing them with the tools to achieve that. So here in Odoo, now we have over 1,100 employees to date. We have over 3,000 official partners. We have 420 of them within the Asia Pacific market and 6.6 million happy users to date. These are some of the customers that we have. A little bit of the rewards that we have as well. And now for the Odoo value proposition. So ERP for all. Here in Odoo versus the traditional ERP vendors. So in Odoo, it's designed for individual users and small businesses to be simple and efficient versus the one in traditional, where it's targeted for established enterprises with vast investment for resources and budget. So in Odoo, it's well connected, all the apps and features, so for smooth transaction. And it also delivers powerful enterprise class software to companies of all sizes and industries. All right, the image here on the left. It's a great representation on how most SMEs typically runs their business. They use a lot of these standalone softwares. And the issue with using a lot of these standalone softwares is that you do need to build connectors in order for them to interact with each other. So with that said, it's time consuming for our partners. It's costly for our customers. There's a lot of risk involved. And plus your customers will need to remember a lot of passwords. So here in Odoo, we've solved this problem by being an all-in-one integrated solution. So with one click of a button within the Odoo system, depending on the modules you already have, the related departments will automatically be updated, therefore saving your employees time, and they can really focus on what's generating revenue rather than doing a lot of data entry and back-end work. So with Odoo, you can access your data whenever you like. So may it be in the comfort of your own office or your own home, or you're on the run and you need to quickly access your Odoo dashboard, just go on your mobile, and here we are. So as Odoo partners, you can integrate with third-party solutions, as you will be given access to our API so that you can build on top of the solution itself. So you can see here we have already integrated with some external solutions like Magento, UPS, FedEx, and so on. So if there's anything missing in the Odoo system, as long as you guys have the technical resources, then there's really no limitations on what you can do with Odoo. Our business model. Okay, so your main role as a partner is to be the technical and functional support for your customers. So your main role is to actually sell them the Odoo apps. And of course, before you even sell them the Odoo apps, you would have already been providing them with your business services, such as doing the analysis, doing the configuration, and so on. So since you're providing them with your business services, make sure you charge them fees, as that's where your main revenue will come from. So you are the main point of contact for all of your customers' Odoo-related concerns. Of course, if you come across a question you don't have the answers to, you can always reach out to us, where professional services comes in. Additionally, we do free bug fixing. There's migration support to the next version. There's training available as well, if that's something you're looking for. And as a value proposition, we actually have a dedicated team of employees. All they do is study the market. They try to figure out, what do people want, what could be improved, what could be added into the next version so that we can remain competitive in the market. Okay, our pricing model is very straightforward. What your customers will have to pay is a combination of two things. So that's the licenses, that's the number of users and the apps they'll need, which is paid directly to Odoo, and your partner services fee. So a combination of the two is the total amount that they'll have to pay. And so Odoo will always be the ones to issue the quotation and invoicing for the licenses, simply because the pricing page on our website is accessible to the public. So we want to make sure that your customers are aware that there's no hidden or additional costs for the licenses. Right, your business opportunities as partners. Okay, so looking at the screen now, these are the ideal services that we would like our partners to be able to offer. So it can go from analysis, configuration, and so on. So since these are your services, make sure you charge them fees. And Odoo does not take any percentage of this. So 100% of your revenue is yours here. So let's take an example where you've done the analysis for your customer. You realize they need X amount of users and this many apps. The next thing they need to do is to decide on the hosting type. So there's 3 ways that you can sell Odoo and earn commission. So let's take this example first, where you're dealing with a customer that needs a customized solution, meaning our standards is not enough. You need to build on top of it to reach the requirement. So only 2 hosting type will allow you to do that. That is Odoo SH and on-premise. These 2 hosting types will give you access to the source code so that you can build on top of the solution itself. The differences between the 2 is on-premise, it's hosted on your premises or your customers, whereas Odoo SH is hosted by us. Your customers can choose between a shared or a dedicated server. Of course, a dedicated server would be a little bit more expensive, just let us know. Since it's hosted by Odoo and the partners have access to the source code, there is going to be a hosting fee that your customers will have to pay. So now let's say, for example, you're dealing with a customer with, very basic needs. You realize that their workflow can be achieved within the standards of Odoo. Then you can offer them Odoo SaaS as the hosting solution, which is free hosting by Odoo, but it's an out-of-the-box solution, meaning absolutely no backend customizations allowed because you guys have no access to the source code. You can do front-end customization, however, only with our Studio app. So how you make revenue here as an Odoo partner. So, this 100% commission, 100% on the left are your partner services. So whatever you're charging your customers, you get to keep 100% of your revenue here. And because you are a partner, we would love to reward your hard work by paying you commission. Well, if you sell them the community version, which is free, since Odoo did not get paid, then we cannot pay you. That's only fair. But of course, if you sell them the enterprise solution, then depending on your level as a partner, which I'll explain in details later on, you can earn either 10, 15, or 20% commission on the licenses that you sell. If you sell Odoo SH, however, which is highly recommended, simply because this is the most commission you'll earn, you'll make, on top of the commission you'll earn on the licenses, you also make 100% commission on the hosting fee. However, there is a limit of $180 per month. So for example, if the hosting fee is at $200 per month, then 180 goes to you as commission, the rest goes to us. So here, you will also have access to the Odoo SH. It's really ideal for our developers, our testers, our project managers, and so on, because it's an all-in-one platform for you to do your development, your testing, and your staging and your production. So how to become a partner. So these are the benefits of becoming an official partner here at Odoo. So you will be assigned a dedicated account manager working with you throughout your entire partnership. So at the beginning, they're going to reach out to you just to, find out what your capabilities are as a company, your strengths. They'll strategize with you, do pipeline reviews as well. And because we do get qualified leads coming into the Philippines every month, what your account manager can do is to qualify some of these leads, find out what the requirements are, and if you are best suited to assist them, then of course they're more inclined to pass on these leads to you. But keep in mind that this is more of a support, so do not heavily rely on getting leads from us for the success of your partnership. You should still be able to get your own customers. Additionally, you guys can make use of our marketing resources. So should you find the need to, promote Odoo and your company, then feel free to use our marketing resources. You'll also get a subscription discount. So all of our partners who are looking to use Odoo internally, as long as you're using it on SaaS or Odoo SH, you guys are entitled to a voucher valued at $1,300. So it will cover some of the costs of your internal use. So as partners, you also make commissions here. You can make up to 20% commission. And lastly, you also will be promoted on our website. In my opinion, this is absolute key because let's say, for example, there are a lot of companies in the Philippines that would prefer, somebody local to help them out, rather than a Hong Kong girl always calling them, right? So if they go on our website, they find out that you're there, then of course they're more inclined to reach out to you just because they know you exist. I mean, how are they going to reach out, right, if they don't know anything about you? So more benefits. So of course, you're also going to have access to the source code, which is very important for our partners, because should you find that you need to customize Odoo for your customers, then having access to the source code as early as now is perfect, because it does take time for you to develop a solution, right? So also you will be this testing environment, meaning you can actually extend your free trials. So, as originally you have 15 days for free trial, but we understand that 15 days is barely enough time, to actually meet with your customer, do the analysis, prepare the demo, present the demo, and as well give them time to think about it. So as Odoo partners, you can extend these free trials for another 30 days using your partnership key code. So giving you a total of 45 days as a demo database. Additionally, you also will be given, you can also create multiple of these, because we assume you're going to have more than one customer at a time. Also, you're going to have access to the learning materials. So the e-learning platform will teach you what is Odoo. The partner knowledge base will teach you how to sell and how to implement Odoo. I cannot stress enough that it's very important that your entire team goes through the partner knowledge base, because we share a lot of useful information there on how you can get started till the very end. So additionally, you can also make use of, you will also be given access to our Odoo SH, so that you can host your third-party apps on your main dashboard, and the Odoo Scale Up. So we do require our partners to be certified. So you're going to have about 3 months. Should you decide to go for the official partnership, you're going to have about 3 months to prepare for this certification test. It will test you solely on the functionalities of Odoo, and you're going to need 70% to pass, 70. So should you fail, then you're going to be removed out of the website simply because it shows you don't know Odoo well enough. So companies shouldn't be able to just reach out to you. However, you can retake it anytime you want, and the instance you pass, you'll automatically be reinstated back to the website. And so each certification is valued at $150, and it's valid for 3 versions. Meaning if you pass this, you're certified for versions 14, 15, and 16. Only in the release of version 17 is when we're going to ask you to recertify yourself again. Okay, the different levels of partners we have. So we have 2 types of partnership, the learning and the official. So within the official partnership, we have 3 levels. And everybody that signs as an official will start off as a ready partner. So as ready partners, all that is required from you is that you sell 10 users in the year, and at least 1 employee in your team is certified. Users meaning an employee with a login and a password. Also, we do count internal users as well. So now to upgrade to Silver, just sell 50 users in the year and at least 2 employees in your team are certified. Lastly, to upgrade to Gold, sell 150 users and at least 3 are certified. Okay, so let's say you're very happy with our partnership. You would like to renew it for the 2nd year. For you to maintain your ranking, as a ready partner, just sell the 10 users. As Silver partners, make sure that you keep 70% of your contracts active and at least 80% for Gold partners. So what can help you here is, when you're dealing with your customers, so when they're investing in a system, ideally they would want to use it for a couple of years, because it makes no sense for them to try Odoo now, this year, and then try another software the next year, then come back, right? It makes no sense. So always offer your customer the multi-year contract. We have the 3-year and the 5-year contracts available, where additional discounts will be provided. So at least it will help you maintain these contracts. This is what's going to be visible next to your company logo on our website. You do have the rights to use the Odoo trademark. And you will be making, we've discussed the commission scheme, so you'll be making 100% commission on the hosting fee. The ceiling, again, remember, is at $180 per month. So as Ready Partner, you will make 10% commission as a Ready Partner, 15% on the licenses, and 20% as Gold Partners. So that is the official partnership. So we also have the learning. And because you're still learning, of course, there's no real KPI for you to maintain. Additionally, you won't be visible on our website. However, you still have the rights to use the Odoo trademark, and you still make 10% commission on both hosting fee and the licenses that you sell. So the alternative route is that, you go with the learning partnership. So you can just start off so that you can learn, just get started with learning the materials and finding a customer as well. It's a common practice for some of our learning partners to start off as this, close one project, and then upgrade to the official partnership. So visibility on our website is absolute key, like I said, because we do generate this much traffic in a monthly basis. So of course you would want to be visible there so that we can help promote you on our website. The marketing materials and promotional events. Again, you're more than welcome to access all these. So if you find that it will help you, close a certain projects, then feel free to use these materials. Promotional events. These are what we call the roadshows. So unfortunately, due to the COVID-19, we haven't been traveling at all. But should that change in the near future, as official partners, you can sponsor one of these events. It will only cost you $2,000 US. However, it is the perfect platform for you to promote your company and Odoo in that country. Because it will give you, you're going to get the leads generation, the registration lists. You get to communicate with potential customers and other partners there, showcase your strengths and your ways of development. Pretty much a platform where you can pretty much show off your skills. And it's a great place to really network as well. This Partner Success Pack, it's optional for you guys. So should you find that your team needs technical and functional support for your first project, then feel free to invest in one of our packs. There are two ways to actually utilize this. One is for training purposes, and the other is to help you close these projects. So when you decide to use the Success Pack on your projects, we're not going to take over because it makes no sense. Let's say, you come across this issue and we take over the project, we do it for you. Let's say later in the future, you have the same issue, you come across the same issue. What are you going to do then? Are you just going to buy the pack again? No, that makes no sense. So how it works is you're actually buying hours of a consultant's time, and they're going to work alongside you and teach and guide you on how to actually properly tackle these projects. So that moving forward, should you come across the same issue, you can just use the knowledge that was shared with you to tackle that project. Training resources. Yep, like I said, the e-learning platform will teach you what is Odoo, and the partner knowledge base will teach you how to sell and how to implement Odoo. So something to keep in mind, in the e-learning platform, everything right after each video, there's going to be a little quiz. And keep in mind how the quiz are asked, because whatever's been asked there is going to be asked in your certification exam as well. So these are the references. All the links will be available. So what's next? How to become a partner? So it's as simple as 1, 2, and 3, really. So first is to review all the information we went through and decide whether official or learning partnership is the way to go. Secondly, if you're happy with everything, communicate with whoever you're talking to issue the quotation. If you're happy with everything, process everything online, and voila, you are a partner. So once you become a partner, of course, you have to do the onboarding with our Odoo partners. So schedule the onboarding call with your account manager. They'll pretty much, it's just a way to get to know each other a little more and to let you know how you can fully utilize the materials that we're going to send to you. And once everything is perfect, then that's it. You're ready to get rolling. And that's the end of the presentation. Thank you very much. These are my contact details. Feel free to reach out to me by email, call me, or on Skype. Should you have any other questions, feel free to leave them on the box on the left. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Cheers.
Oh, I see. That's me. Welcome back, guys. And here we are now to answer some of the questions that you guys have on the chat box. Okay, from Chris. Well, do you get commission for any active customers, license and user every year that they continue using the system? If so, if you start out as a learning partner, will your commission rate increase once you jump to different partner levels, especially for existing customers that are just renewing their license? So yes, the answer is yes. You always get commission every time that your customers pay within the year. And also when you do upgrade from learning partners to official, let's say you're jumping from learning to ready, then yes, you will earn 10% commission on the licenses, but 100% on the hosting fee. But if you sell over 50 users, then you're going to upgrade immediately to the silver ranking, where you earn 15% commission on the licenses. Okay, hope that answers your question, Chris. And another question from Ken. Are there plans for BIR approval of Odoo as CAS, computerized accounting system? So, well, the answer is it's not available yet. It's in Odoo's plan, but it's not available right now because we are focusing on localizing in other markets such as Indonesia, Australia, and so on. But this can definitely change in the future. But because it's not available right now, I mean, our partners, that's why we count on our partners to be able to do this as well. And you can do that. Yeah, so as long as you are able to provide this service for your customers, it puts you in an edge simply because, this just generates more revenue for you. So yeah, that's all for the questions right now. Yeah, thanks for attending our presentation. If you want to know more about the partnership program, there is a button on the top left where you can schedule a call with me or simply join me in this live chat room. It's going to be available for the next half an hour, so we can discuss a little bit further about the partnership program and go through more of your questions. So maybe we can do one more. Can we try the exams first before registering as partners? That's a great question. In technicality, you should be able to, simply because you have to just buy the certification exam, but wouldn't be advised because you do need the learning materials that you would need in order to pass the exam. So registering as a learning partner is the way to go first, just so that you have the essentials, which are your the learning materials, access to the source code, and as well access to the source code through your GitHub account, and you also earn commission too. And another question is, when we make changes in Studio, will there be issues once new versions are released? When you say issues or when new versions, because if you are using Studio on version 14 right now, because you do have the option to upgrade. So if you are to migrate to the next version, which is version 15, then all of the changes, so we will help you migrate the basics, so which is the fundamentals of like the standards. It will be upgraded to V15, but everything that you change in Studio will be handled by the partners. So thank you all so much for your questions and your time here with me. And yeah, this ends today's PR session. So please do join us tomorrow. We will be interviewing 2 of our partners, one gold partner, which is Toolkit, and the silver partner called Base Up Labs. So they'll be sharing a lot of, their experience and how they go about implementing Odoo. Thanks for your time then. Cheers. See you later.